When Quad was formed, it was supposed to help each other in terms of military, education and health. But it is the only reason that Quad was formed. Hello and welcome to the InNews series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Quad Summit 2024 and this session is important for your GAS 2 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we'll have a discussion about what is Quad. Here we are going to discuss about that when Quad was formed and what is the objective of the Quad. After that, we are going to discuss the highlights of the Quad Summit 2024 and then practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So as you already know that on 21st of September, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reached to the US and there was Quad Summit is supposed to take place and it is still going on. So this is the news which we are going to cover up in today's session. So coming to the next one, which is about the what is Quad. So when tsunami happened in 2004, these countries came together to help each other in terms of disaster management. And what had happened in 2007? In 2007, the then PM of Japan, Shinzo Abe, formalized the alliance and the alliance was named as Quadrilateral Security Dialogue or the Quad. But later, this organization did not took place a very formal setting, and unlike the UN and other kind of NATO organization, it did not have a formal setting and eventually it was not much active. But what had happened in 2017? In 2017, they faced again with the rising Chinese challenge. The four countries reviewed the Quad and broadened its objective. So, because of the China's influence in Indo-Pacific region, India, Australia, Japan, US came together and they decided that they will form a group which will counter the China's influence in Indo-Pacific region. So in the introduction session, when I was asking you this question that only this was the reason that these countries had decided that they will help each other in terms of military, health, education. So this was not the only reason that they had decided to form the Quad. In 2017, when China's influence was rising in Indo-Pacific region, in that thing, they had decided that there should be a group which can counter the China's influence and they will give this message that this particular region belongs to all and there should be the equal distribution of the resources. So this is about the Quad. Here comes the objective of the Quad. So the primary objective of the Quad to maintain the security, address the risk of climate change, creating an ecosystem for investment in the region, boosting technological innovation. So this was the primary that they want to cooperate each other in terms of maritime security, in terms of climate change, in terms of investment, in terms of technological innovation, because all these things are required for a developed country and for this globalized world. And as you already know that in 2020, pandemic hit all over the world. And in this arena, these all countries came closely, and in 2021 we can see the first physical summit of the Quad. So this is the thing, and they had decided to help each other in terms of healthcare, in terms of vaccine, and there they had given a term vaccine diplomacy. So they had also decided to extend their membership, and there is a term Quad Plus, in which they would include South Korea, New Zealand, Vietnam and other countries. So this is the objective. So what is the objective? So maybe this can be an indirect objective that they want to counter the influence of China in Indo-Pacific region. But if we'll come to the formal terms that what is their objective and what is their primary objective for which Quad has been formed. So this is the primary objective that maritime security, risk of climate change, creating an ecosystem for investment in the region and technological innovation, which is the need of an hour. So coming to the highlights, other visions about that, what are the other visions we have? So as you already know that after tsunami, there was a need that they had decided that these countries would come together, and after that we can see that pandemic had devastated the whole world. In this scenario, there was a group which needed that they can work together and closely they can think about their future. So that's why this is the thing. And against this backdrop, they had issued a statement which says that we are recommitting to a shared vision for a Indo-Pacific region that is free, open, resilient and inclusive. So this strong message given to the China and other countries who are trying to influence and trying to capture the region, that this region is free, open, resilient and inclusive, and Indo-Pacific is accessible and dynamic, governed by international law. So it is not just, you can say, property of one or two countries. So it is governed by international law, and that area is free, dynamic, and people can utilize the resources of Indo-Pacific region, and they can also grab the opportunities of Indo-Pacific region. There should not be monopoly of one country. So this is the thing. So such as freedom of navigation, peaceful resolution of disputes. So these are the free area, and these are the areas on which these countries had decided to work on. So here we'll come to the highlight session, and this is the highlights of 2024. So they had decided a Wilmington Declaration. So this is the place this Quad summit held. So that's why this is called as Wilmington Declaration. Then the highlight of this whole summit was Quad Cancer Moonshot. This was the highlight of this whole this summit, that they had decided and they had unite against the cervical cancer. It does not mean that they will not look up to other forms of cancer, but their main target is to combat the cervical cancer, which has become common in women and especially in these areas. So USA has also decided to contribute. On the other hand, India has also decided to contribute financially to have vaccine and other kind of testing and screening related to the cervical cancer. So this is the thing. Then they had also decided that COVID-19 collaboration. So they had given the base of the COVID-19 collaboration, that they together collaborated and they had helped each other in terms of vaccine, in terms of medicines. So on the basis of that, they had decided this particular thing, Quad Cancer Moonshot. So we'll have another one, Maritime Initiative for Training in Indo-Pacific, and in short it is known as MATRI. So what is this for? So this is to help regional partners effectively utilize tools from the Indo-Pacific maritime domain awareness and other Quad initiatives. So this is basically for the Indo-Pacific maritime domain to make awareness and to help each other, and it also aims to enhance monitoring, security, law enforcement and deter illegal activities in regional waters. India will host the inaugural MATRI workshop in 2025. This fact is very much important for a prelims examination. So as I have already mentioned that they have given a strong message towards the illegal activities which is happening in the Indo-Pacific region. So they had said that there will be the scrutiny of law enforcement, illegal activities on regional waters. So coming to the other objective, Quad at Sea Ship Observer Mission to be held in 2025, and the first ever Quad at Sea Ship Observer Mission in 2025 involving the US, Japan, Australia and India Coast Guards to enhance maritime safety and interoperability. So this is also for the maritime safety and interoperability. And Quad Indo-Pacific Logistic Network launched, and this is a pilot project to share airlift capacity, and this will be very helpful and revolutionizing step in terms of goods services, in terms of any emergency kind of situation. So this will enhance the airlift capacity between all these countries. Then we'll have another one, Quad Ports of the Future Partnership launched. So with this, they'll try to enhance the port infrastructure development across the Indo-Pacific region. Then they had also focused on the AI and technology, and United States had decided to invest $7 million to support these initiatives, and Quad partners will also coordinate with the Tuvalu Telecommunication Corporation to ensure the country's readiness for nationwide 5G deployment. So what all these highlights shows us that they are working and they are committing in every direction in terms of AI, in terms of port infrastructure, in terms of health, in terms of education also. So here we can see that people-based initiative. So in terms of education, India has decided to launch a new initiative that will award 50 quad scholarship to 4 crore. So it will give 4 crore scholarship up to 4 crore to the students who will pursue Indo-Pacific undergraduate engineering program. So the students who are from the Indo-Pacific region and who wants to pursue the engineering program, so they will be given rupees 4 crore scholarship, and the scholarship number is 50. So 50 students will get thing. Then we have mpox and pandemic. So you already know that mpox was in the news and it has become a dangerous situation for all the country, and the countries are trying their hard that should not take a form of pandemic. So they had decided that they will collaborate in terms of vaccine and they will make cheap vaccine which should be accessible to all. So they had decided to make low cost mpox vaccines which should be easily accessible to all. And they had also decided pandemic preparedness, because as you already know that this time also every day we can see that new variant of COVID-19 is coming, new variant of different kind of disease are coming. So that should not take another pandemic. So we should be prepared for these things so that we cannot have to suffer what we have suffered in 2020 and 2021. So this is about that. And here comes the question. Which initiative was launched by the Quad to address the health challenges in the Indo-Pacific, particularly focusing on the reducing cervical cancer? Quad Vaccine Partnership, Quad Health Security Partnership, Quad Cancer Moonshot, Quad Medical Research Fund. So this is very easy one. You have to answer this. And you should also know that this time mains is going on. And we can see the paper that internal security, IR, international relation, was a lot of question has been asked from this area. So you should prepare this topic for your mains also, that what is the significance of Quad in terms of Indo-Pacific region? Is it able to counter the China's diplomacy or China's rising influence in Indo-Pacific region? What is the response of China into this direction? So this would be your mains thing, that what is the response of China? Do China have problem with such kind of meeting or such kind of the grouping? What China has elected into this kind of thing? So you need to know all these aspects in order to write your mains answer. So that's it for today's session. We have an important announcement for you. As you already know that Drishti IAS has several branches, and Drishti IAS has launched is ISGS Foundation Prelims cum Mains in English medium. And here are the branches we have. Indore. So the class is going to start from 24th September 8 am. Prayagraj, Allahabad, 3rd October 2024 11:30 am. Jaipur, 7th October 2024 5:30 pm. Lucknow, 16th October 2024 8 am. Karol Bagh, Delhi, 17th October 2024 8 am. And if you want to know more about this kind of thing, you can call on to this number 8010440440, 8010440440. And if you are staying nearby, you can visit to the offline centers also for any queries. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.